Hey there, welcome back to Manotick StringWorks. Glad to have you here. So please remember to like and subscribe for more video content. Alright, so here we are on the workbench and we're going to get started on this red Telecaster project. So I thought I'd do a few shorter videos that would show each of the steps of putting together this partscaster. Instead of one long video this time, we'll do some instructional videos for each step. So today, for this video, I want to attach the neck to the body. So let's come in closer here and have a look at the neck. Nice maple neck. I don't like the truss rod adjustment down there. It's an Allparts neck, licensed by Fender. Then we have this red, road-worn or aged body by, I think it's Lewis. It's a neck plate, just a standard neck plate, not a Fender plate or anything. Flip this over. Now you can see more aging everywhere on the body. So now we'll look at how the neck fits into the pocket. What do we got here? Some tape. Not sure what that was for. Alright, let's get started. So the first thing you want to do, obviously, is when you get your parts in, and this is a body that was made in July of 2021, is you want to check and see if the neck fits into the pocket, how it fits. So pretty sure this one's going to fit pretty well. Nice, that's good and tight. No sideways, so you want to check for sideways wobble or slop. There's none at all. Pushing it all the way down to the front. Looks good. Okay, so what I like to do now is flip it over while it's installed and lay it on this nice little foamy mat here. Alright, so we're going to flip this over. Now it's pretty tight in the pocket. I'll just hold it. And if you lay it flat, that's pretty good. So what I recommend using to mark the location of the holes for the neck pocket is a transfer punch set, and they come in all kinds of imperial or metric sizes. So you grab one of them. This one is 5/32, and if you put it in the hole, oh, looks like I picked the right one. Let me try one a little bigger. No, that doesn't go in at all. I gotta really push it in that one. That one's not bad either. That's too much slop. I might actually use two different ones. So the idea of these is that you're going to put the pointy end, just a little point, and you're going to put it down into the hole till it touches the neck, and you give it a little whack with a hammer, and that's going to leave an indentation, a mark on the neck where you should be drilling. So this one works in two of the holes, three. You know what, I think it's probably just because it's a little dirty in there. Yeah, so I'm going to end up using this one. Alright, let's do that. Alright, so I've got the body and the neck attached here. I put just a little cloth under here to make sure the neck stays straight. So you don't want any slop. So you're going to take the neck, you're going to push it in as much as it'll go, and you're going to make sure that it's nice and flat in the pocket as well. We're going to take our punch, pointy side down, push it in until we touch the neck, and we're going to give it, 3 or 4 wraps. And hopefully that was enough to make our indentations. take the neck out. Oh, and there we go. I think you can see that. Are a nice spot, so we'll be able to drill those out next. Alright, so before we drill, I'm going to take the supplied screws. I'm going to check a couple of things. One, you want the screw to go down in the hole without actually biting. You don't want the thread to bite. It's not what you want. That seems okay. So these hole diameters are good because you really just want the thread to bite on the neck. Now I'm going to put the plate on. Let me push a couple of these in there. I'm going to flip this over. I want to see how much is coming out. That's not bad. I mean, it could be a little more, but that should be enough. Okay, so I always check to make sure we don't have these crazy long screws or these screws that are too short. So if we look at it compared to the neck, right? I'm going to push one of these through. There we go. You can see there's about a 1/2 inch sticking up. Yeah, it's actually exactly 1/2 inch of screw is exposed. You know, and the thickness here of the neck, so under the fingerboard, not including the fingerboard, it's about 3/4, so that's good. So definitely I know if we're at 1/2 inch, we're not going to blow through this neck, which would be a bad thing, right? Alright, so the next step is to check the screws themselves. So these are actually number 7 Phillips head pan head screws. They're not number 8s or number 6s, they're in between. And a screw like this takes a 7/64 pilot hole in hardwood, so like this maple. So I always check my drill bits. So I've got a drill bit at 7/64. I always double check because sometimes they get put back in the drill bit container or holder and they're in the wrong spot. So 7/64, that's what we're going to drill as a pilot hole. And of course we already measured to show that we had about a 1/2 inch sticking up, right? So basically we want to drill into here, I would say a little more than 1/2 inch. Not quite 5/8, but just a touch more than that. So we're going to drill in about 9/16, so 1/16 more than a 1/2 inch. I've set my digital calipers to 9/16, and we need to mark the drill bit so that we don't go deeper than that, you know, to be safe. So something you can put tape, you know, but sometimes it doesn't want to stick. So I find if you use Sharpie, let me get on there, find some of the flat spots, go all around the bit. These smaller bits are harder to mark no matter what. Let that dry. And then we'll use that as our gauge. Of course, there's a few ways to drill the holes if you happen to have a drill press and some stable system to ensure that your drill is going in at a 90-degree angle. You can use that, of course. Now I happen to have this homemade drill press vise that I made for holding and clamping things in place, and this I think would do a very good job of ensuring that our hole is drilled at a 90-degree angle straight in. Maybe I'll give this a try. So if you are going to use a drill press, you know, get a square or something that will help you determine if this is going to drill at a 90-degree angle. So I'm using this 1, 2, 3 block, and it's nice from that side. And you also have to do front and back, right? So pretty confident that's pretty straight. So maybe we'll use that. Alright, well let's give this a go. There you go, 4 screw holes. Of course, there's nothing saying that you can't use a hand drill to do exactly the same thing, right? Just be careful, you're going in straight at 90 degrees, don't go too deep. So that's all you got, and I've used this many times. Just want to show the drill press in action. So what I like to do as well when I'm done with drilling the holes is I'll take a chamfering bit, even just by hand. I'm just going to do that a few turns around. What I find is that it helps, prevent the finish from checking and chipping out as you start to screw things together. You just have to do it by hand. You don't need a power tool for this. I don't know if you can see it too well, but you should be able to see it compared to just the regular hole. So like I said, just go around 5, 6 times, 6, 7 times, whatever. Alright, so we've drilled the holes out, we put a little chamfer at the top of the hole. Now if you take your screw and then take some wax, this is beeswax, could be any wax, paste wax, candle wax. Because it's a hardwood, we're going to help this slide in there. So what I like to do before putting the neck on the body is I'm going to run the screw in the holes with the wax, and I'm going to go down about as far as I think we'll be screwing this into the neck here. So about a 1/2 inch or so, right? Now what that's doing is it's lubricating the hole, but it's also creating threads inside. And again, I don't know if you can see that, but I can see there's threads in there now in the wood. So anyways, it just prevents any issues, helps prevent any issues. So I'll do all 4 of them. Alright, well, I think we're all set. So let's get that neck snug in the pocket. It's good. I'm going to flip this over now. Oh, it's going to go in more. There we go. And of course, for this operation, we are definitely going to want to go in by hand here, right, to start. So let's get these screws positioned, and they should be biting in our holes. Yeah, I can feel that, so that's a good sign. Yeah, the holes are positioned okay. So just like your tires on your car, your wheels, I like to go opposite corners. Again, here I'm not trying to tighten this all the way down, just trying to get the screws sort of flush with the plate. Here we go, the plate's moving a little bit. Okay, I can go around. start tightening. I'll give it 2-3 turns at each corner until you start to feel it grab really hard. You can feel it now. Yeah, that's pretty tight, so what I'm going to do is flip this over. We're going to have a look. Nice. Alright, so that's nice and tight up to the front of the body. It's as tight as it goes. Looks good. Here's the pick guard that's going to go on it. Yeah, look at that. Nice. Alright. Step 1 done on this guitar. Neck attached. So stay tuned for the next part in this series. Probably do the tuners next. Alright, bye for now.